Hey guys, welcome back to Howie Now's podcast, Linking Slinkies. That is actually a bit of a tongue tie. I didn't realize that, but we'll get it right one day. Pretty rememberable. Fuck.
Not
Start
editing
it
this
again.
out. Keep it in. I had to. The linking form or whatever I said.
Linking Slinkies.
Let's change the name.
Change the name. Welcome back to our third episode. Thank you so much for listening. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Google Podcasts. And hopefully by the time this comes out, Apple Podcasts. It's taken me a while to get on there, but we'll get there eventually. And you can also check... Yeah, you can also check us... You can also check us out on YouTube as well. Please like and subscribe on there. That'll really help us out. So, Howie, we haven't talked in a week.
No, how are you? It's been a busy week. Yeah, not too bad.
What have you
been? Look, just work, really. And yeah, spend a bit of time behind the computer, which is fun. I like it. And now back behind the computer again for the podcast. Woo.
Lucky you. Did you listen to our last podcast?
I've listened to the last two. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And what'd you think?
Look, I think we're getting better.
Besides my shitty intro.
No. I think, as I've always said to you, we're just having a conversation here, and if people want to listen in, that's their business.
Yeah. But hopefully people will listen.
I think your editing probably saves us a fair bit.
Just a bit.
All the literallys and the not bads.
Yeah,
and the sniffles
into the mic. I know people with listening with headphones love to hear all the time. We'll start an ASMR podcast where we just eat into the microphone.
Have you always thought about an ASMR? Remember those old scary things where like it's a cat and then the next minute this ghost pops up and scares the shit out of you kind of thing?
Yeah.
I always thought about an ASMR, and it goes for like 30 minutes and 29 minutes is just relaxing, and then this thing just pops up and starts screaming. How many people would that kill?
Yeah, but put it as a relaxing sleep ASMR. So you put it on just before bed, then just as you're about to fall asleep.
It'd kill someone. It would kill someone.
Yeah.
I'm always really skeptical when I'm watching it. I'm like, surely someone's doing this.
Do you listen to ASMRs or watch them?
Oh, not as much. Not as much now because I can't go to bed with headphones on anymore. But I used to always go to bed with headphones on and listen to ASMR or music or something.
What did you listen to? Which ones did you like?
I like the haircut one because I can't get a haircut. So it was nice to just relive haircuts in my dreams.
But that you just hear hair cutting?
Just hear hair getting snipped and then, talking about a haircut, asking you what you wanted.
Getting snipped. Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like doctor ASMRs where they're doing like surgery. You can just hear them being snipped, mate.
They do, what do? They do like the checkups as well. Like they do your eye test, hearing test. They pat your head and stuff like that.
So the ASMR just goes right or left? Right?
Yeah.
Or left.
And they shine a light in the camera. Mate, it's unreal.
What else is there?
Do yourself a favor. Oh, there's unboxing ones. They're pretty shit. I'm not a big fan of them.
Yeah.
Measuring is one I like lately. They get the measuring tape, but I like a very specific measuring tape. I hate the like Taylor measuring tape. This doesn't sound as good, but the I normally have one, but like the builder's tape, and it makes the click as they pull it out.
Yeah.
Put it back in. Oh, that one gets me going at the moment.
I wonder if there's ASMR porn where you get a microphone right up close.
Well, there probably is. Google it.
Google it. I'm not going to Google that one. I wonder if there's ASMR edging, mate. Got some good feedback on my edging explanation from our first podcast. Did you manage to Google that, mate?
Google edging?
Edging?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to that. Yeah.
Check it out.
Where's the feedback? Where's the feedback?
Oh, just hit me up on Instagram. We have an Instagram now at Linking Slinkies on Instagram. Yeah, so hit us up there.
Have we Oh, look, I've seen some messages come through of support.
Yeah.
Actually had friends of ours, their entire family sat down and listened to it. I
I'm
think people
so
were thinking it
sorry.
was.
I'm so sorry. Did
I think,
they think it was like your gym updates or just
yeah,
workout routines or something?
yeah. A lot of clients thought it was fitness related, I think, and then some of them aren't talking to me.
Ah, that'd be right.
Yeah,
Winning back
just
this
so we're
episode.
clear. But the intro's there, right? Like
Yeah.
this is
Not a fitness podcast.
not a fitness podcast. This is the opposite. This is two boys being silly.
Yeah.
Talking some toilet.
That's it, mate.
Wonderful. Do you listen to pump up music before this to get you going? Or?
I really did. I listened to some
nice.
King Parrot. Do you know King Parrot?
No, do you get a
They're
band?
a bit of a grindcore band. They pump me up. Yeah, they got this awesome song called "Shit on the Liver." So anybody listening, go Google King Parrot "Shit on the Liver." Great song.
All right.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I have. I've been I typed in I was feeling like some 90s punk rock today. So I've been reliving the old days like Blink and Yellow Card and Sum 41 and Linkin Park and just all that popped up. And it just brought me back to the Rage days, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, doing the countdown. Just all the boys up there. By boys, because we're close to Blink 182, of course.
Yeah.
Just counting down. And I'm just going, oh, this was the best era. And then I felt like my dad when he was saying, oh, never be better than the 70s.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like 70s music though, but 90s is where it's at if you're asking me.
So what do you think the best era of music is? 90s?
For me, 90s. I think if we look at talent, probably not. But if we look at, how it made you feel at the time.
Yeah, I guess so. So every generation says their generation has the best bit of music, right? So people born in the 80s say, 80s was the best. People born in 2000 say 2000's the best. That sort of thing.
Because I think you had a lot less worries then. So listening to music, you were feeling good. It was party time. You do whatever you like, so you hear that and it resonates with good, happy memories with you. Yeah. Like, that's why.
But do you really think the music is better, or is it like because you were listening to that at a good time in your life?
Yeah, I think the emotion side.
Yeah, I feel that as well.
I like 70s and stuff. I like that music.
What's your favorite 70s track?
Look, it's got to be something like AC/DC. That's 70s, right?
Yeah.
70s, 80s? Yeah, AC/DC
70s.
would probably be up there.
Yeah.
Bit of Meatloaf,
yeah. I brought a Meatloaf vinyl record the other day. Bad Out of Hell, the op shop.
Do you have a record
spin? Yeah, I have a record player. I just brought the vinyl. Yeah, I'm one of those guys now that buys records. One of those hipster douchebags.
Did you pay for it with your wallet that's in your bum bag that's made out of wool?
Hemp.
A
hemp bum bag. I paid in cryptocurrency, mate. That's the way of the future. Yeah.
Oh, did you say dude a lot?
Yeah, dude. Dude's come full circle, hasn't it?
Oh,
my daughters say dude, and they're 7 and 4. Yeah.
Yes.
Because my middle daughter, the 4-year-old, the other day, she came up to me and she goes, Papa, is dude a bad word? And I went, no. So she goes, can I say dude? If you want. She goes, thanks, dude. And walks off.
Boss move. Mic drop.
Because I think dude was around in the 90s, right?
Yeah. I started saying bro and dude a lot to take the piss. And now it's just kind of, I can't stop now.
That's what happens because these words, they come into your lexicon as like a joke and you use them ironically, but then you just eventually use them.
Start talking,
Yeah.
Remember when dude was a bad word? Wasn't it that period at school where we weren't allowed to say dude because it was Camel's appendage? Can we say penis on our own podcast? Is that right?
Was it?
Out.
I think someone was fucking with you.
There was this. I'm pretty sure it was this time in primary school where we got in trouble for saying dude because it meant that. And I'm like, well, that's not what I meant by it, but
okay. Yeah, no, well, Google that. Google camel's appendage dude. See what comes up.
I could be wrong. It's a weird dream, though, isn't it?
That does sound like something you would hear in primary school, though. Maybe you have to look on the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, no, checks out.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's an Urban Dictionary slang.
Yeah. D-U-D-E, right?
D-U-D-E, yeah.
Okay.
Dude. Yeah, urban slang.
For camel's appendage. Male
Camel's-
appendage or female appendage?
It is the camel's dick or foreskin.
Camel's foreskin.
Yep.
I didn't really
Unbelievable.
You know, this sounds stupid, but I never thought about this. Like thinking of animals' foreskin. Camel's foreskin. I never thought about it, but I guess other animals have foreskins too, right?
Yeah. If you don't mind, if that's all right.
I didn't even think about that. So a cat has a foreskin, right?
Yeah. It's blown your mind, I guess.
Blow my mind.
I never get it close enough.
Well, you know that my parents were a fan of how can we say?
So if your
Like
cat's Jewish.
Yeah, Jewish. So it doesn't really cross my mind that often, but I guess animals do have foreskins. There you go.
What do you think vets are for, mate?
So can animals get circumcised? Can they? Can you circumcise your animal? Write us in at linkingslinkies@gmail.com.
How has this got so off track?
Off track. This is on
Few
my
minutes.
track, mate.
I think we're bang on track, if you ask me.
I never thought about it. Animal foreskins before. Have you thought about an animal foreskin before?
Not until just then when I saw that.
You're welcome. And everybody listening at home, you're welcome.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. Are you pro or against
Foreskin or
the animals? Yeah.
of animal foreskin.
Yeah.
Let's start a petition. You've got to get that camel circumcised. Imagine how much flesh would come off a camel. Imagine circumcising an elephant. You need like a hatchet.
It'd be a more humane way to make a blanket, maybe. No, I love animals. I've never heard an animal. We're getting off this topic right now.
Is that what we're going to call this episode? Animal foreskin? Might as well get some clicks on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised we haven't got hate mail already, but
It's
we
going to
don't
come.
now.
It's going to come from the vegans. The vegans are going to get us. I don't want to harm an animal. Just want to circumcise them.
It's just interesting.
Just interesting.
Do we have a process to deal with hate mail? Like
Shift delete.
we should deal with deal with it on here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's read it out. Send us a hate mail. Don't leave us a 1 star on Apple. Give us 5 stars. Make it hateful, and we'll read it out.
Yeah, we'll read it. One way to get you on the podcast.
Yeah.
We might even get you on as a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
hate
this
fan.
out. Yeah, we're not bad, guys. Let's just talk this out.
I don't understand hateful comments. Have you ever left a hateful comment on a YouTube video?
No, I don't give it any more time than it deserves.
What kind of person do you have to be to like leave a hateful comment on YouTube?
Yeah.
I just don't understand it. How is it worth your time? Like if you don't like it, stop watching.
Yeah.
Watch something
Yeah,
else.
that video was shit. I'm not wasting any more time by then typing how that video made me feel. I think feedback's important.
Yeah, constructive.
But yeah, constructive feedback. But never take feedback from anyone you don't like, trust, or respect.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good life lesson, mate. Good one.
Yeah, life lessons with Dillo.
Yeah. It's another podcast idea.
Another podcast. We're not going to get anything done during the week.
No. Or podcast. We're still going to do the podcast apps on your phone, right?
Yeah, my word.
How many apps have you got now? Installed
I
another
had to
14.
download another one.
Yeah. Got to do a podcast app, podcast editing app.
So that's where I got up to listening to the last one was how many apps. And that's where I had to stop this morning. So after this, I'll check the rest of it out. Things like 10 minutes to go.
Even you can't get through a podcast, mate. I couldn't.
No, busy bloke. What's this episode called, Al?
So I was thinking for this one, I've been really getting into Kath and Kim. I seen. So I assume you like every Australian have seen Kath and Kim, right?
Love Kath, love Kim.
So for everybody listening that doesn't know what Kath and Kim is, basically it's a really famous Australian TV show. It's probably one of Australia's most famous TV show, really, for really Australian TV shows. It's pretty famous.
And it's everyone's neighbor, right? Like if they just put a film crew into your neighbor, you just know that it'd be a very similar TV show.
That's what I love about it. It's speaking of nostalgia before, it really takes me back to that 2000s Australia before everyone was addicted to a smartphone. Listen to me, old man. It just reminds me of that time, and I really like it. It's this really nice feeling to rewatch it. And I watched it all. I binged it all. Have you seen all the episodes?
Probably not all of them, but I reckon I've seen a fair few.
Yeah,
it was on of a night time. I'd watch it before bed.
Yeah, I love Kath and Kim. So I was really getting behind it and just getting in IMDb and looking at the people. I think it was, I forget the name, Gina Turner or whoever the main people are. I was looking at their IMDb and I thought, I wonder what else they've done. And they were a writer for Kath and Kim USA. Did you know there's an American version of Kath and Kim?
I did not know that.
It is horrible. If you go on YouTube, everyone go on YouTube, type in Kath and Kim American version, and they have a trailer on there. And I'm going to put the audio in here so you can listen to it.
This is Kath. She just found out her grown daughter's moving back in.
Would it make you feel better if you got up and made us some nachos?
Kath and Kim. Apparently, you can go home again. Thursdays this fall on NBC. We're doing it again.
You're getting a divorce. It's over. OBUR.
Australia's #1 show
Come on in if you're sexy.
comes to NBC.
Your mother has told me so much.
Kath and Kim.
I don't know where my marriage went wrong.
Oh my God, are you serious, you jerk?
Apparently, you can go home again. Just be careful when you get there.
How about a cup of joe for this tired soldier?
Thursdays this fall on NBC.
It is so bad. They take everything good about Kath and Kim and try and turn into this cheesy American sitcom.
Yeah.
They just take the basic premise and turn it into this horrible show. They don't even have Sharon, the lovable friend that's a bit jolly and plays netball. They don't even have her in it.
Is it even Kath and Kim then?
No. Well, there is a Kath and there is a Kim, but it's just
still not the minimum requirement though, is it? If you don't know Sharon.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the minimum requirement.
Yeah. I feel like they're just so desperate for shows. They just look up big shows in other countries and just try and steal them.
But there's pretty famous actors playing the parts.
Who's in there?
Like John Michael Higgins. He's in
and I like him.
Yeah, they're funny people.
They are, but it's just, there's just something you can't take away from. It's so Australian. You just can't remake it in America.
Yeah, it's by Saturday Night Live, the people who have done it. And Saturday Night Live's pretty good. But yeah, you're right. So is it trying to replicate Australia, or is it trying to do like the same version but an American family?
It's just trying to do the same version but in an American family. So in Kath and Kim, the Australian version, the mum's a bit old school, the daughter's self-described hornbag, and it's very that era in Australia. We all know these people. We all knew a friend of a friend that would like them, that acted like them. Yeah. The nuances, how they talk, the humor as they called it. But they just tried to copy to American. They changed things, like they just changed certain items to be American, and it just does not work at all. It's got a horrible rating on IMDb. But I was looking up, then I got thinking, well, what else has America stolen from Australia? So there is actually a few shows that they've tried to remake. So did you know that originally Australia had the $1 million Wheel of Fortune?
Hey.
Wheel of Fortune. The US stole it from us, mate. They stole it.
They stole Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. We had it first.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So do you know Wilfred?
Yeah.
Have you seen Wilfred?
Again, bits and pieces.
Yeah. So that's about big
Guy
talking
dressed up as a dog, right?
Yeah. Big talking dog. And it's great. It's really good. But the US stole that as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I don't think I actually haven't seen the American version of that. It might be okay, but I doubt it. And guess who starred in Wilfred, the American version?
Hey.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So it must
they've
be
got some big actors still in our shows. Though,
exactly.
Right? Like they're not as if they're people you never heard of.
But I don't think it just works when you just steal the show. Well, I guess they're not stealing, but they're just not coming up with original idea.
Yeah.
Or they're not. They're just taking an Australian show and turning it to an American. They're Americanizing.
Yeah. I think Kath Kim's a tough one because what makes it great is what it is.
Yeah.
But with like Country Got Talent, that's something every country can have.
Yeah.
But like Kath Kim, like I don't want to see a Kath Kim in Bangladesh or something like that. Like it's probably not going to resonate with me too much.
So I was thinking as well, like if America was going to steal other Australian TV shows, I was thinking they could, Play School.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty Australian, man. My kids like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking if America did a version of Play School, they would be Play School Shooter. So it'd be open wide, come inside. Holy shit, he's got a gun. It's Play School.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, the Saddle Club. That'd be the Rifle Club.
Still teenage girls, but instead of ponies, it's just rifles.
Yeah.
Still fighting over boys, shooting each other.
Yeah. And of course, the famous Australian TV show, The Chasers War and Everything.
Yeah.
Just be the war and everything.
It wouldn't be a joke, it'd just be serious.
Yeah. They need to double down on Americanisms, if that's a word.
Yeah. I do like what's that prank show that's on Netflix? I can't remember what it is. 4 guys, all from school.
Jackass?
No. It's in there.
Auntie Donna?
It'll come to me. No, it's Australian. It'll come to me. It's American prank show, and it's actually pretty funny.
That they stole off Australians?
No, they didn't steal. I'm just talking out of school now.
That's all right. I do like Australian and American shows. I just don't like when they steal the idea.
Impractical Jokers.
Oh yeah.
Nailed it. Yeah. I think America's given us a lot of good shows too that we've probably stolen too.
What do you think? Have to Google that.
Yeah, Google that. Why don't you just write us in? Let us know. What do you think we've stole off America? I like Ninja Warrior. I think that's probably Japan though, and then America, and then we probably took it. American Ninja Challenge. Yeah, Japan. Done.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Antique Roadshow. You can have that.
Yeah. Wait, they stole that from us? Didn't we steal that from England?
Yeah, from United Kingdom they stole that. What else? The Netherlands. Big Brother come from the Netherlands.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right. So
so we stole that.
Yeah. So there you go. So America took it off the Netherlands, and then every other country made an episode too.
Yeah.
What have we got? There's some weird shows. The Chase. They stole that from United Kingdom, and then we stole it off probably United Kingdom and America.
Yeah, things like game shows, they're pretty universal.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but Kath and Kim, in summary,
yes,
Australia.
Aussie. But you can have Play School.
You can have Play School. Play School shooter. The Saddle Club's interesting though.
The Rifle Club.
13 to 14-year-old girls just go to this rifle club to what do they cleaned at the Saddle Club, didn't they? Like they
Yeah,
work there and ride
they just
horses and stuff.
picked up the horse shit. That's what they didn't show you in the Saddle Club. Show about little
Yeah.
girls looking after
Who
horses.
picks that up?
Yeah, who picks up all the horse shit?
Yeah.
And
There's
who
that one rich girl
circumcises
too.
the
So who would be the
horses? Who circumcises the horses? That's what I want to know. It's not little Stacy,
The poor one.
the poor one.
Little Stacy. The poor one. Yeah, because there's some rich ones in there and she doesn't have to pay or work for anything. She just causes trouble. The poor one gets the bad jobs.
What was the
But
theme
who's-
song for that? The Saddle Club again? Do you remember
I
it?
can't remember. No.
I'm gonna have to put it in under us talking now.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was a banger though. Banger tune.
Absolute banger. I'd still listen to it today.
We'll probably get flagged off YouTube. Copyright if I put it in. The 2 seconds in of it.
Yeah. That's all right. I like it.
Yes.
That's interesting. I'm hooked on the rifle club, like with the rich girl, like what her gun looks like that's so different.
It's gold
Like maybe it's-
plated.
Yeah, gold plated, like 6 scope.
Yeah. Laser sight.
just- yeah, automatic, and then the poor girl's just got like a musket.
Gotta pump it up.
Everyone else is off shooting, and she's still putting it together. Takes one shot. Hang on.
Maybe you can
Back
start off like the Saddle Club with horses, but then they just shoot the horses for practice.
We are animal lovers.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Don't shut us down, Peter. We love animals and animal foreskin. Hashtag save the animal foreskin.
Oh, well, we use milk and stuff. So I guess it's.
Horse milk.
I mean, like, yeah, we use resources without actually hurting the animal. So, like milk and wool and stuff. Like, it's important to shear a sheep and stuff. It's important to milk a cow, otherwise it hurts them. So maybe
Maybe
I'm
their
not saying
foreskin
it's-
hurts them. They can't tell us.
yeah, maybe that's what they're screaming about.
Half of this podcast
What was
is
that?
animal foreskin talk. I'm sorry, Mum.
Anyone makes it to the end, I will personally do something nice.
Give him a foreskin. Maybe for our 100th episode, we can get you circumcised, mate.
Jesus Christ.
100 subscribers special.
100 subscribers. Record live. All right, what else we got?
I
What else is
wanted
today?
to. So I was thinking the other day, I got so sick of people telling their dreams. I don't know if this has happened to you, but this is basically how everybody explains their dream to me. They just go, "Oh, so I was at this place with this guy. You don't know them. And anyway, we're walking along, and then something really weird happened. The ground was green. And then we walked across the ground and we looked, and I just, maybe it's interesting to them, but I don't want to hear about your dreams. It's not interesting.
Well, don't leave me on a cliffhanger. You're like, no. You'll think it's weird.
Yeah.
And just stop there. It's like, this is where it got interesting, brother.
Yeah.
I've checked out until now.
I don't want to hear about your dreams, but there is one exception. I did love the dream you told me once, how you're outside the front of Woolies and you're walking along and you got shot and turned into a mattress. What?
Everyone started laying on me. Like,
And
get off. I've been shot. Everyone's like, no.
Sounds like you're having a fever dream. Who gets shot? You must have been visiting the rifle club, got shot, turned into a mattress, and then
Yeah.
people are lying on you.
Yeah, no, I remember I was at Woolies. And I even remember because it was Thursday night. We went shopping and then we got dinner, and I'm standing out the front waiting for mum and dad because I used to hate waiting there whilst I went through the
Yeah. Especially,
checkout.
yeah.
Dad would not stop talking, so I'd just go sit out the front with my brother on the bench, and would share a beverage, and we'd just sit there. Anyway, we waited forever, and my dream was just we were waiting forever, and then I just got shot and turned into a mattress.
All right. If you can top Howie's dream, I'm happy to hear about it. Email us in with your weird dreams. Top that weird dream.
Top that weird dream. I had a new one just last week, actually.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Top that.
No, I'm not telling you. You don't like to hear about people's dreams.
Oh, well, if it's weird and crazy like that, not boring and long and that shit, I
Yeah.
don't know.
So we had to go away for an appointment, and you've got to go through the whole dogs have got to go into kennels, and now we have a baby that you have to think about. A little side note: no one warned me about how much you need to pack for one night away with a child.
You
What
poor
was that
thing, you're
about?
one child. Try
I didn't
3.
even get it all in the car, and I have a 7-seater car. No one told me 7 seats is not enough for a family.
That just sits the people, not their bags. You
Anyway,
need a trailer.
So in my dream, one of my like really old neighbors from when I was young, we didn't like them one bit. Somehow I was there knocking on their door, and they've like answered the door. And I'm like, hey, we're going away for a night. Do you mind just keeping an eye on the place and the dogs and my child? And they're like, yeah, no worries. What does she eat? And just out of nowhere, I pulled out this like can of dog food that still had foil on it because I'd opened it and we'd used it. I was like, oh, just give them all this to keep it simple. And he's like, oh, okay, how many scoops? I'm like, just one each is fine. He's gone, okay, no worries. I've gone, thanks, we'll be back tomorrow.
So you've left your child at home without you with a scoop of dog food.
Yeah, each.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's all right. She can
Yeah.
fight the dogs.
Yeah, with
For
the
another
neighbors that are nowhere near where we are.
Yeah.
But just they were old neighbors. And I didn't like them. But good on them for saying yes, though.
Yeah. Do you think your dreams, they're like, some people think it's like a view into the future, and other people just think it's like stuff from your past, like mixed up in your head.
Yeah, I think it's like the connect. Oh, there's like obviously a loose wire there somewhere between me having to feed the dogs and
feed
me
your
having
baby,
to feed the baby, and pack a bag to go away.
yeah.
Or bags.
And it's this all munched into one in your brain.
Yeah. At what point do you get the cubicle thing on the on top of the car? Because I reckon I'm nearly there.
The cubicle.
Or the pack, like the storage unit on top of the car, like on the roof rack.
The pod.
Pod. Yeah, there we go. Pod.
Here we had a pod on our car. The kids hated being in there, but where else are they going to sit?
Dad, I'm not going back in the pod. You want to get to Nana's or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen to your Walkman.
Yeah, your Walkman. Righto, Dad. Put some
they're
blink
saying
on.
dudes, and they're saying dudes, so Walkman.
Come on, dude. Back in the pod, dude.
What's your weirdest dream?
I struggle remembering my dreams anymore. I don't know. I don't really have weird dreams. They're just sort of fucked up, but sometimes a bit weird. I don't really have. I can't remember the last dream. Like I know I dreamt last night. Had lots of dreams, but I couldn't tell you anything about it. You need to sort of wake up and like write it down straight away. Otherwise, I forget. No,
mine are always just embedded into my memory. And then there's even sometimes where I'll wake weeks later, I'll go, oh, I remember that dream that I had weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I didn't really notice it the next morning. I woke up or the next day. It's like a couple of weeks later. I'm like, oh, I remember having that dream because I remember what happened when I woke up.
Yeah, I used to have trying to think back whether that was a memory or a dream sometimes. Like, did I dream that? Or was that a memory? Like, if it's not too weird. Obviously, if I got shot and turned into a mattress, it's probably a dream.
No, obviously that was a memory. Turn back. Went to the doctor. Hey, I've been shot and turned into a mattress.
Yeah.
You got anything for that?
It's just chicken noodle soup and Pepsi.
Take this twice a day and rest up. What am I going to rest on? A mattress on a mattress?
That reminds you used to always say, what if the cure to like bad diseases was something nobody would ever try? Like 2-minute noodles and Coke.
Yeah, 2-minute noodles and Coke. I think it was
no one's tried that. So probably cures like 3 diseases.
Yeah, you go through all this rigmarole and they're just like, how about we just try a packet of Smarties? Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
Skittles.
No, it's got to be something. No, it's got to be something weird that nobody does, like Skittles and I don't know, pasta, and the chemicals combining cures your brain tumor. This is not medical advice, by the way. Please, if you have a brain tumor, just sort it out. Don't for me.
But
very
also,
nice.
have a crack.
Have a crack. Can't hurt.
Yeah.
Tastes bad.
But yeah, no, look, it's obviously not something simple. But back then, I thought the triangle is difficult stuff. Let's just think inside the box, guys. What have we already got in the house?
Yep.
And let's give that a crack.
Keep it
Like I also
stupid simple.
Stupid simple. I always thought, when I was very little, that car salesmen could sell more cars if the price was cheaper. And it wasn't until, like, why don't they just sell them for $1? Then they'll sell heaps of cars. It wasn't until I got older I had realized that there's a second part that they had to buy the cars first.
Oh yeah, they will sell more cars for $1.
Yeah,
it's going to go broke.
Yeah, I just remember just walking around their sales and he's just like, oh, it's a bit quiet at the moment. You're not selling too much. I'm like, that's because they're too dear. Clearly, I can see that. I'm 4. Like, there's your problem right there. You know how many garbage bins I have to take out to get this new Volvo?
Yeah. This new Volvo.
Yeah, there's your problem. But
Didn't
then,
you used to
then I
work
realized-
in sales as well? Did you sit down for a sales team meeting and be like, all right, guys, I've got an idea how to sell more printers. It's too
Give me out.
expensive.
Too expensive. Too expensive.
We need to profit.
Yeah, look. Tell me I'm wrong, but I reckon if these were free, we'd get more of them out of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Your problem is the warehouse is full. My problem is people don't have the money.
Yeah.
There's a clear. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, business, eh? What'd you have next? Australian inventions.
Yes. So I was deep into research, Howie, and I was comparing America to USA, and I don't know, trying to look for other things beside Kath and Kim.
Mm.
So I was looking at Australian inventions. So you think most inventions are probably American or, I don't know, from Europe or whatever. Guess what Australia invented?
What? Tell me.
The refrigerator. You're welcome, world. We invented the fridge in 1856. It was probably from, I don't know, UK anyway, at that age, at that time. We invented the fridge.
Yeah, right.
Guess what else we invented?
What?
Aussie rules football.
It's kind of in the name, right?
Yeah. Just needed a different footy. We invented the notepad, mate. The notepad. Have you ever used a notepad? World, you're welcome.
What did they use before Australia said, why don't we write this on paper?
It's like, oh, I'm sick of sheets everywhere, paper sheets everywhere. What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sick
One
of
Aussie's-
carving it into caves.
Yeah, one of those like, oh, we could just put them together if you want. Oh, that man a Nobel Prize. We also had the first feature film. Guess what it was? Back in
What's that?
1906.
Uh-huh.
The story, it was actually the Rifle Club. No, it was the story of the Kelly Gang. Went for
The
an hour
Kelly Gang.
long.
Yeah, right.
Yep. You're welcome, world. You know what else we invented?
What's that?
The tank.
The tank.
Tank. We
Proposal.
invented the tank. Look it up on Wikipedia if you don't believe me, people. Tank.
Do you mean like a tank that shoots stuff?
I mean a big MF tank to blow things up.
Yeah,
We did it,
wow.
baby. Yeah, I had no idea.
No, I'm just on the page now, and I just saw that we invented the froth flotation,
What is
and
that?
then well, it's exactly as it says, man. It's a froth flotation. You know, everyone knows what a froth flotation.
Oh yeah,
is.
well I do, but do you want to explain it?
It's like it's process of separating minerals from rock by flotation, developed by Charles Potter. Oh boy, Charlie. Yeah, look, it just sounds funny. It's not actually that interesting.
I thought it was for like making a cappuccino or something.
I reckon we do. I did do some research on this when I saw the topics for today. And whilst we didn't invent coffee, Australia still has one of the highest levels quality of coffee.
Voted by who? Australians?
No, it was just a website I found.
Mm.
But you know, in presentation, taste, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas other countries just try and make it as much stuff inside it as possible.
Yeah.
And they don't care what it looks like. Also,
Yeah.
Milo. Australia's the only place where Milo is acceptable any time of the day or as
Yeah.
breakfast. But
Yeah.
everywhere else, everyone's like, you can't have chocolate milk for
Yeah.
breakfast. You can't have chocolate milk for afternoon tea.
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't
It's
have
healthy.
chocolate?
It's Milo. It's
Yeah,
got
Milo.
energy on the tin. It must mean it's healthy.
Is it Milo with a side of milk, or is it milk with Milo?
I would say it's milk. No, I like my Milo. You know how you've got to put at least 3 spoons in, then you eat a spoon of Milo, then you pour the milk in, then you drink it, and then you eat the chunks at the bottom. That's the only way to do Milo.
So 3 scoops in it, 1 scoop
minimum.
in your mouth. Minimum. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about if you got a bigger cup?
As many as your heart desires.
Oh, here we go. Dual flush toilet.
Yes, dual flush toilet. Only because we needed to save water. The rest of the world doesn't care about water usage, but Australia's like, yeah, maybe we should save a bit of water.
We're wasting too much of this for just the yellow. Let's just tone that down a bit.
We invented the electronic pacemaker. Think about how many lives that saved, mate. Zinc cream.
Oh, wow. Spray on skin. I think that's because more people got sunburnt here and lost.
Yeah. This is my favorite Australian invention. The wine cask. That's right. The goon bag. We did it, world. Round of applause for the goon bag. Everybody, please stand up. We did
Stand up.
Everybody knows what a goon bag is, right? Wine cask, boxed wine. It's a box with a bladder in it, full of wine for like $15.
Yeah,
it's the most standard drinks you can get for your buck. Bang for your buck.
Bang for buck. Yeah.
And when
also acts as a pillow.
Yeah. How did you know that, mate?
No reason.
Yeah. Did you ever make goon sunrise as well?
I think I've had a couple. Yeah.
Yeah. You take okay. Everybody listening at home, write this down. Ingredients: Fruity Lexia, 4 liters. Concentrated cordial mix or juice mix. And what's the red stuff? Red cordial?
Red cordial.
I forget that. That red stuff you mix in with your drinks. Anyway, take the lid off the goon bag. Pour it all in, put the lid back on, shake up, and enjoy. You got the cheapest, best drink you can have. Goon Sunrise. I used to go to the RSL and order a Goon Sunrise for like $4, and the chicks behind the bar hated doing it. And I looked like the cheapest povo C word you can get. I would just go, oh, hey, love, can I have a Goon Sunrise? And she'd be like, I hate my job.
Why do they have it then?
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're going to mix it up. It's not pre-made.
Yeah. This is interesting. I feel like this. I don't know if I believe this or not, but this method has caused Wi-Fi to be attributed as an Australian invention.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is Australian.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. You're welcome, world. As you're sitting on your toilet, taking a shit, listening to our podcast through Wi-Fi.
And wasting
Aussie.
Yeah, wow. Things you learn.
Yeah.
I think this is. Should we title this as an educational podcast now?
Yeah.
It's not comedy anymore, is it? This is more
learn about animals, learn about Wi-Fi, learn about goon bags, education.
How to cure diseases.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. That's interesting. What do you reckon? Are we finishing up here?
I think it was a pretty good podcast, mate.
I think it was pretty good. I think it started big, didn't it? Just what's our notes here? Catch up, and then how did we get to? How did we get to that?
I'm sorry, people. Look, it just hit my mind. I had to talk about
it. I feel better if I talk these things out.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mum. But please listen to us everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. That really helps
Yeah.
us out. Hit us up on
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. Please. Listen and like and tell your mum, your dad, your sugar daddy, your granddad,
Yeah.
whoever.
Stepdad.
Stepdad.
Let's see if it's on Apple yet, hey? Because that way we can really celebrate. So everyone that doesn't know, for some reason, Apple takes days to submit it onto there, whereas everyone else is like,
10
yeah,
days.
put it up straight away. 10 days. What? 10
Minimum.
days. How are we meant to be famous, living our dreams if it takes 10 days to do anything?
Yeah. Come on, Apple.
Come on, Apple. It's time. No, still not there.
Oh, well, maybe by the time people listen to this, it'll be on Apple Podcasts. So
Yeah.
please leave us a 5-star review. It takes only a minute, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah, actually lets us know that this is worth doing. I guess.
I'm happy to do it if no one listens, mate. I
That's
just want to
true,
listen
mate, yeah.
myself.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I feel like we're solving problems of the world.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for
Thanks for
listening.
tuning in. Yeah, where can they find us, Alex?
You can find us everywhere.
Everywhere.
Instagram
At Linking Slinkies.
at
or
Linking
email us at-
Slinkies. Just Google
Or
that.
email us at linkingslinkies@gmail.com.
Yes. And as always, remember, don't let your friend fix your slinky.